The morning air inside the manor was bitter, not just from the cold, but from the silence that followed cruelty. Elira knelt beside the stone hearth, her trembling hands scrubbing soot off the same floor she had polished yesterday. Her skin, once velvet smooth, was dry and raw. Her once rosy fingers had turned a dull pink, cracked with cold. But none of that could mar her beauty. Even in rags, even with cinders in her hair, Elira's face carried something almost inhumanly beautiful, the kind of beauty that silences rooms and stirs envy. Behind her, a shrill voice rang out. "You missed a spot, again." It was Ravella, the eldest stepsister. Tall, proud, and pale, her face was caked with powder, and her lips always curled in contempt. Her sisters, Ceres and Mira, laughed as they passed by, all draped in the silk and jewelry their mother hoarded for them. "Do it again, or no breakfast," Ravella added, tossing a crust of stale bread onto the floor near Elira's feet. Their mother, Lady Caldria, sat like a judge at the end of the long dining table. Wrapped in furs, her narrow eyes flicked once toward Elira and then away, as if the girl were a stain on the wall. "She eats what she earns," Caldria said coldly, "and she has yet to earn today." Elira said nothing. She never did. Her voice was a precious thing, and no one in this house deserved it. Once, long ago, her father had sung her lullabies. But death had come too early for him, and the woman he married after Elira's mother died had taken everything: his estate, his name, and turned his daughter into a servant in her own home. Now Elira lived in the shadows of chandeliers. She cooked feasts she never tasted. She dressed her sisters in silks she wasn't allowed to touch. And when no one looked, she wept quietly beside the fireplace, wiping away her tears before they reached her lips. That morning, after the house had eaten, Elira was sent into town to fetch fabrics. It was freezing, and the snow hadn't stopped for 2 days. But Ravella wanted a new gown. Elira pulled on her thin shawl and stepped out into the snow, clutching the list in her frostbitten hands. She kept her head down as she walked past tall towers, heavy wooden doors, and guards wrapped in gold-threaded cloaks. She didn't know someone was watching her. High above, behind the frosted window of a black carriage, Lord Kairos Marenthil was frozen in place. Not from cold, but from the sight of her. The carriage had stopped by chance on the side of the market road while he reviewed trade accounts. But when he saw Elira walking alone in the snow, head bowed, wind tangling her hair. "Who is that?" he whispered aloud, eyes wide. His scribe, startled, looked up. "My lord?" Kairos stood, ignoring the scrolls. He leaned forward, heart pounding strangely in his chest. She passed the carriage without even glancing at it, and yet her image stayed with him like the memory of a dream. "Follow her," he said suddenly. Back at the manor that night, Elira returned to more cruelty. Mira had found a torn ribbon in her room and accused her of stealing. Ceres had spilled tea and made Elira clean it up with her hair. Ravella had locked the kitchen door, forcing Elira to sleep in the cold hall with only ashes from the hearth. But she didn't cry that night. For some reason, her heart felt warmer, as if someone had seen her, as if she wasn't invisible anymore. Meanwhile, in a golden chamber lit by firelight, Lord Kairos sat at his desk, drawing her face from memory. "I don't know your name," he murmured to the parchment, "but I swear on my title I will." If you were Lord Kairos, would you risk everything to rescue a girl like Elira? Or would you walk away from a life of comfort and power? Subscribe our channel for the next part.